With the advent of technology being so accessible to so many people, and basically all of your information being accessible to whomever decides to look for it, stalking has become, well, a lot more prevalent. You may have heard of cyber stalking, which happens all the time, and all that takes is just to type someone's name in Google search, and you see how many hits come up. It's amazing. But I unfortunately have been the recipient of several stalkers, and it is not flattering in any way. Over the years, I've tried to figure out, how do I weed out the people who are going to be stalkers, the would-be stalkers, from the regular folk who actually just want to be friends. I have several ways, and I'm going to share those ways with you. The first is the interview or the background check. You can start off a conversation in a subtle way. Wow. You meet somebody. Hi, my name's Aina. What's your name? Oh, really? Oh. And then you would ask questions like, or, make a little mention of, it seems to be a really nice day outside. Like a good day to follow somebody home. What do you think? And you wait for a response. Obviously, if they're in agreement, you should run the other direction quickly. If they're a little bit put off, that's okay. Be a little more direct. At that point, they may be on to you, and you may not be able to be subtle about it. You may have to say things like, "Hey, have you ever been in love with anybody who wasn't in love with you, and you stayed in love with them just because you wanted to be?" Or, do you only like what somebody else likes? Or do you try to get somebody else to like what you like, even though they tell you they don't like it repeatedly? Things like that. Another way, if the interview background check is a little bit daunting for you, because, background checks do cost money, you can always present yourself in an unflattering way. Don't wash your hair, no makeup, body odor. Of course, you may lose friends, your job, and any intimate partner you have. But chances are you'll also lose the stalker too. Hopefully. If that doesn't work and you don't want to stink and look like crap, which I get, you can just turn into a mean asshole. Just be mean to everybody. Of course, you're also then messing with your karmic debt in the world. And you may come back as somebody who was treated poorly by somebody who was afraid they were being stalked by everyone. So you could create a vicious cycle, which you may not want to do. You could also be a hermit, just not talk to anyone. Of course, then you're alone. And then you'll be wanting somebody to stalk you just for the attention, which is really not good, because the attention is not what you want in that way. Or 5 out of my tips, number 5 would be to ask the person directly. Just ask, are you a stalker? Are you stalking me? Do you want to? And then you wait for eye movement. If they're looking up to the left before they answer, chances are they're stalking you. That, and if you see them outside your house at night or during the day or at any point when you haven't asked them over and they don't live next door to you. I'm sure there are a lot of other ways to prevent stalking, but those are some handy tips that are sure to give you some insight into the would-be stalker in your life.